Welcome back to Defender of Boston, the Rock Island Mystery, and the ongoing story of Dr. Hypnosis. When we last left off, Dr. Hypnosis was hiding for his life at the bottom of a well because the Mafia was trying to kill him for being a bit too nosy, as Dr. Hypnosis is the nosiest of the nosy investigators, and they're known for being nosy. Anyways... And we need to be nosy for a good reason. It's for the sake of mankind. There is a great mystery on Rock Island, if the title is not as good enough of an indication of that. There is an ancient evil underground that I don't know how to deal with specifically, but it has something to do with a tower, and something to do with aliens. And I have a key. I have a vault key that goes into the vault that will allow me to recover this artifact and potentially free an alien, and I have decided that freeing this alien is the correct decision. I'm not 100% certain of this, but the game seems to be... A lot of people have indicated that this is the correct thing to do, and the government people holding the alien captive are certainly evil, so I think that is the right thing to do. Anyways... I, Dr. Hypnosis, am going to go down to the Mafia's wine cellar, and I'm going to borrow a few bottles of the vino, the wine, because I could use it to make myself sane, and I could use it also to potentially make some more explosives. However, my weight is currently 532. Should I take these bottles of gas? I mean, I could make a lot of firebombs with that. Well, this would bring my weight up to 556. Okay, so the thing is, I mean, I'm okay down here, but once I get to the surface, I'm gonna be really frickin' slow, because I'm gonna be so weighed down. And do you think the Mafia is gonna like me running off into the night with all their wine after being really nosy? Hey, there's a dirty stinking rat running away with all our wine. I'm no dirty stinking rat, I says to you, Mafia. I mean, I killed one of the government personnel earlier. I mean, would a dirty stinking rat do that? Only one who's a murderer. But it was an alien, I swear. So, I mean, never mind. Yeah, so, I'm gonna read over the mob diary again, just to get myself up to date. They just talked about, they just have a rum running situation. There is booze barons, and they confirmed that they killed Fred Black. Okay, nothing really of import in the mob journal. I'm gonna set it down here at the bottom of a well, and I'm sure it will hold all of its integrity for the rest of the game for some reason, despite the humidity and dampness. Now, the mission journal, that was the Mafia's thing, or that was, I mean, the government thing. And this has a lot of useful information, including combinations of various safes. We have used these, but I'm going to keep this because I may not have gleaned everything useful from that. I'm taking an inventory of my inventory, as it were, making sure I don't have anything completely unnecessary. And, well, I mean, I have 6 firebombs already. I have a 1 bomb left. Wait, did it say read? Oh, no, that's a lamp. Yeah, I have 1 bomb. Light and drop. I clicked the wrong thing. So, yeah, I think it's a bad idea to try to smuggle away all these bottles of gas. I'm going to take 2. Just so I can make more bombs. In the future, maybe more firebombs, but I don't want to be too weighed down. What else can I potentially drop? I like my medicine. I'm not sure if the blanket is actually helping me. I'm also wearing some various clothing, right? Deerstalker hat, top coat, raincoat, shirts, pair of pants, hip boots. I'm still not sure if carrying around clothing is helping me or just weighing me down. But they do talk about the cold. I'm gonna drop the blankets. I feel like it would be kind of hard to use a blanket all the time. If dropping the blanket was a bad idea, well, I'll be getting colder faster. Everything else I'm going to carry with me, because they seem like those would be things my character would actually wear. I'm carrying around a bunch of cigarettes. Well, they probably don't weigh that much. Anything else? Gas, water, yada yada yada. The glasses. I have a bunch of candles, but I like the idea of carrying a bunch of candles. So I'll do that. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. I have a various electronic weirds. I'm gonna hold my sonic shotgun. Shotgun, not sonic shotgun. That's almost what it sounded like I said. Okay, yeah. Let's climb out of the well. Okay, I'm being shot at again. Who's shooting at me? The Mafia's shooting at me again. Jeez, guys. Okay, I'm not gonna actually kill you right now. Luckily, I have a rope. The game is telling me that if I didn't have a rope, I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, the Mafia did not actually hit me, and I don't want to murder them at the moment, despite the fact that it would make my life significantly easier. I think there's another way out of this cave. Hello, you two. Hey, ladies, how's it going? Hanging out at the bottom of a well, eh? How's that working out for you? Okay, so... Oops, don't hurt yourself by bumping into a wall. That's not what we need to do. I think there's another... Yes, there's another exit over here. Near some sand. Yeah, I can get away from the Mafia over here. Nope, no I can't. Okay, well just run for it, run for it. I don't wanna have to kill you there, Squeech. Oh, Squeech. Squeech. Did I call him Screech earlier? His name is Squeech, not Screech. I apologize. No wonder he's trying to kill me. He's like, I'm not a washed up Saved by the Bell actor. You dirty rat. Okay, well... luckily I got away without getting moided by the Mafia. I'm not sure if I should keep them alive or not, but there's more questions that need to be answered, and I think their answers could be useful. And I can't remember the answers I got when I was playing as Ninja Columbo. What I can remember when I was playing as Ninja Columbo was that, yes, there's an alien in the facility and an artifact, and I need to get those things for the sake of the quest. And I learned as Bruce Willis that if you take the artifact and you go to Dice's house, after you get the artifact, you'll hear on the radio a message from a frog-like voice that's like a deep one, and he's telling you to put in certain colors that are on the surface of the artifact. And if you put in the code that the deep one tells you to put into the artifact, you hear a bang, and it's game over. You blow up the world. Either... So what I think happens there, I can tell you that, yeah, that there's certainly a way to lose there. But what I can tell you happens there is either, you don't know, it just is a game over screen, but my assumptions are either A, you blow up the world, B, you open up a portal that dooms the world, absolutely, to a mountain of frogmen or Cthulhu, an unbeatable army of aliens, or C... Was there a third theory? I don't know. Just, yeah, something bad. Clearly something bad that is an automatic game over. Clearly. Yeah. So, don't do that. Do not do that under any circumstances. Something to do with the aliens would be, I guess, a third thing, basically. Instead of the Cthulhu aliens, the other aliens. But just game over. It's game over, man. Game over. By either natural disaster, like a storm or whatever. It doesn't necessarily say what the artifact does, so we don't know. One can only speculate as I go walking in the woods. Right, I just started the game. I must load my weapons. When you load the game, you must load your weapons. I am neglecting loading my weapons. Well, I did have the sonic shotgun, but that's all I had. So, this is a small, odd hill known as Round Hill. Very interesting. Well, Geiger counter. Am I being radiated? This would be the kind of a place where one would get radiated. No radiation. Okay, so when I think of a round hill that is on an island that has Indians, an Indian Native American population, I think burial sites. An Indian burial site. Should I dig up an Indian burial site? What could go wrong in a game with supernatural creatures and characters? I just decided to shoot a dog because I do not like dogs, and maybe that'll scare away the bear, as shooting does seem to scare away people. The AI is kind of neat about that. They think about the sounds, and the monsters and animals actually react by running away to the sound of the gun. Or at least people certainly will. Okay, the bear seems to be angry and I don't have my guns loaded. Okay, load, aim. I'm gonna keep backing off. I was gonna dig up a... You know what? I think that's a sign for me to not dig up an Indian burial ground and just move along. Let's just move along. Probably that's a good thing that I didn't dig up an Indian burial mound, if that is what in fact that was. I don't know. I'll just leave that to the archaeologists. They are far more qualified than an investigator with a shovel. Although I am a doctor, you know. A doctor of psychology, I guess. So I guess is what my character's. He does have psychological skills, so not really an archaeologist, but you know, I'm qualified. All right, I've been tapping L like crazy to load my rifle fully, so it does seem to stack up button inputs. So I got that going for me. Okay, to the government safe house up in the north area of the island. I am very cold. I wonder if that's being made worse by the lack of a jacket. I can only guess. Since well, now I'm just cold instead of very cold, so that's interesting. I'm not used to it going back down after being cold. I'm used to, like, taking injuries, so that's the next step, typically. So that's cool. Alright, well, I'm not sure if dropping the blanket made things worse or not, but at least I'm doing alright, I'll say that. I seem to be doing fine without it, for the most part. Okay, so somewhere around here, the government house should be. I'm going to make sure all my guns are fully loaded before taking them on, and I'm pretty sure we are. I will have my fire bombs at the ready, although I do wonder if collateral damage is possible with these things, as if there's any sort of bomb or explosive that would do more collateral damage than usual, it would be a fire bomb. It seems to be doing that's generally pretty good at the property damage, one might say, but I don't think you can burn a house down in this game. It doesn't seem to have that kind of game mechanic, but I don't think there is really much of an area of effect even in this game. But I don't know. You know, maybe I shouldn't have knocked. Why did I just knock? Because I didn't feel like picking the lock. Hello there. Hey, how you doing? How's it going, Rick? You know, with your suit that's unrealistically neat and wrinkle-free and your deep voice and blank stare. You know, I didn't kill your colleague earlier. I mean, how you doing? I'm not gonna try to open the vault. I'm super cool. Why should you be talking to me? 'Cause I'm the nose. Hey, he's warmed up to me. Certainly my denial of doing wrong to his friend lightened him up. Strange. There's nothing strange going on here. People see a weather balloon, an airplane, or an event, even up the planet Venus, and the next thing you know, people start seeing little green men walking around. I think it's just a case of someone drinking a batch of bad bootleg gin. Something we soon hope to put a stop to. Well, there is some booze barons on the southern part of the island. Right, I seem to be carrying a bunch of gasoline and wine that I was going to use to make bombs. I should set that down before I do any fighting. What do you know about the Fred Black farm being destroyed? Fred Black. I think he most likely crossed the mob. He got in too deep. You know exactly what happened. What do you know about strange people? Scotty and his wife seem very strange. He is mixed up in some sort of cult group. Bob seems very odd. Well, actually, yeah, they are in some sort of cult group, but they seem to be in some sort of fraternal order that is, like the good guys, I think. I think in this case, the cult is the good guys, which is kind of weird. They did say Bob said Scotty, Bob, and me, or Scotty Dice and me have things under control, and they generally have been rather beneficial to me, so really, since you guys are the bad guys, since the government is the bad guys, I seem inclined to be with them. Alright, odd landmarks. I think for your own good, you should leave the island. Well, that is not a friendly statement if I've ever heard one. That's a very unhelpful statement. But now he tells me his dreams. I had a dream about a large stash of booze in a big pit over inside of a huge cave. I have the same dream over and over again. I wonder if it means anything. They say the mind uses events from life to construct our dreams. I might have picked up some clues that point to a secret booze stash, but just haven't picked up on the full meaning of it yet. A dream about a large stash of booze in a big pit inside of a huge cave. Well, I mean, I found a huge storage of booze with the mafia in a cave, so I guess that's what he was talking about. And he did do something with the mafia that he did, frame Fred Black, so maybe he was in the mafia's house and saw it or something. I don't know. Animals. The animals are acting very much normal. Animals are naturally very mean. That's why they call them animals. I'm not doing any tests on animals, and you can't prove anything. Okay. Well, we have gotten everything out of that guy we can. I think if we kill him, we probably won't be missing out on too much in the future, which is good because we probably are coming in up on a showdown with the mafia dudes. I'm gonna set down the extra, or did I set down most of the extra gasoline, didn't I? Well, I'm gonna set down this extra gasoline in case I need to flee in a hurry. I'll focus on making bombs later, and same with the wine. How much wine did I take? I know I'm kind of wavering back and forth on my decisions here, because I know that the bottles of old wine can be used to make... I gathered 26 of those things. I know that the bottles of old wine can be used to make some sort of explosive. I think it was like the Pentex or something like that, or some sort of gas explosive. Anyways, I'm very, very thirsty and hungry. I'll keep 6 bottles of wine for sanity and explosive purposes. 6 bottles of the vino. Ooh, I almost lit a bomb instead of eating a piece of jerky. You remember that old... I have a little bit of trouble with the cursor here. You gotta click a little bit low. Gotta click a little bit low and a little bit slow. Okay. Yum, yum, tasty food. Water, water, water. That should take care of things. Alright. Well, here's the vault. This is a pretty big moment. Let's open her up and get this over with. I'm ready. I'm ready for a fight. I should be ready for a fight at this point, just in case I have to fight with the government. In case this pisses them off. Okay, the key unlocks the vault. In we go. Now I'm gonna light a candle. And let's see. Okay, there's an alarm going off. That's not good. Maybe that's why everything's red. Okay, I'm being shot at. I kind of expected this. Okay, open fire. Prepare to die. 30-06 rifle. Shoots already. Oh, there we go. I shot him. There was a lot of shooting. Was all that firing me? Are you trying to shoot me from the grave, or what's going on? Okay, pick up the odd artifact. Let's look around the room. Look at person. Rick is dead. He looks a bit calm, because he's dead. Let's look around the room. This is a lab of sorts, and load the rifle. Okay. Well, nice. My yellow body part went back to black, but my foot's a bit shot here. Okay. I'm gonna actually use the Rekbakik elixir for now, and save my healing broth drink for later, since that is a paper doll healer, and I'll use that in the case of an emergency. Okay, so that's really salty, so I'll probably have to drink more water. And let's look at the lab again. I know I'm in the middle of an emergency kind of situation, but I like taking care of my most immediate problems first. This is a lab of sorts. A membranous octopoid floats about in the transparent cylindrical tank before you. You feel the dark cloud of an unspeakable alien intelligence leering at you with unseen and unquenchable hatred. Wires and coils line the walls. Now see, that's the statement that kind of makes me think that maybe I shouldn't be letting this alien out of its cage. An unspeakable hatred? I mean, but I was told by John Willits that the Black Goat of the Woods is going to be angry unless this alien is freed. So please don't kill me. I'm pretty sure that you can free this alien without it killing you. I think, or yeah, I did this as Ninja Columbo. So let's go ahead and do it again. I believe this is the correct thing to do, and I am reinforced by the fact that you get a bunch of points But the thing in the jar has escaped. An unseen force throws you from the room. The room you are in is now full of twisted rubble. And the room gets destroyed, so if you didn't have the sense to pick up the artifact at this point, you might not be able to pick up the artifact. I'm not sure. You might, unless items in the room get shifted outside. I am seeing... That's some weird noises. Maybe, did Rick's body get shifted outside? No? Oh, or no, I didn't pick up the artifact. Whoops. You pick up an odd artifact. Whoopsie doodle, but it did shift it outside. Okay, good. The game was thinking about it. I thought I picked up the odd artifact. Did I? I must have not clicked on it. Oopsie doodle. Well, let's take a look at the odd artifact. This is the I truly believe that this is the titular, or not the titular, the artifact which Fred Black died for. The artifact that he wrote about so much in his original letter. Now, it has 4 buttons on it, and I believe there was a code like blue, red, yellow, green, or something like that. I forget what the code was. But there was a 4-button code that blew up the world. It ended the game, so one has to be very careful when playing with the buttons. But they do make fun noises, so, I mean, you know, who doesn't want to play a little song that could potentially... Who wants to play a song and potentially end the world? This is it's a fun little music machine. I am literally playing with the fates of the world when you careful with that thing. Okay. Oh. Well, that's fun. Just the potential there. I have to press at least one button to have a little fun. Boom. Dare I press more? It's like Russian roulette. How many buttons can you press until you end the game? Oh, that would be a fun little mini game, but I'm gonna try that later. Okay, not now. Okay, so anyways, entertaining myself by pressing the buttons. I am not seeing any more reinforcements. That was actually a bit anticlimactic. I was expecting more. I was expecting the other government person to come at me, or that was not anticlimactic, but that wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be. That was kind of easy. But that's good. I'm okay with that. My leg is messed up, and I guess I'm hobbling about. Maybe I should rest until I'm feeling healthy again. However, I don't want to rest in there. Now, the question I have is, what do I do now? I've got an artifact. I just let loose an alien. I remember, after a certain amount of time passes, Scotty gives... He gave Ninja Columbo an item, some sort of item, and said something about... I think what I've done is I've done something that has caused events to progress in some positive way, and I will see the result of those events later, and I will get some sort of object from Scotty and be told to go to the stone circle once I get some sort of object. And I don't know, I remember not knowing what the object was or how to communicate with the aliens, or something like that. I think that was the mission. I think that was what would happen next. I don't want to spoil anything, but I don't really know. I never really had a real good conclusion to that, so I can't really effectively spoil anything that much, I would say. So, anyways, except for that I died. The next thing that happened was I met some bunch of deep ones at the stone circle instead of aliens, and I died. So, but what I think I need to do is I think at some point I'm going to need to take that glowing green stone. The pain in my leg is getting worse. Well, that's no good. Do I have a diseased leg? Do I have a gammy leg? Am I going to need to use the medicine on the leg? Because that doesn't seem good. How can my leg be getting weaker when it's red? I got the red foot. Okay, so one of the places I have not been is I have not been inside. I mean, the only other thing I can think to do, other than waiting for events to occur, which I do have a leg that I could rest and heal, or I could get the medicine. I could use the medicine that heals the paper doll, but that thing, or that medicine, I only have so much of it. It's required aspirin tablets, and I mean, I do have a ton of aspirin tablets actually, but it also required like beer, make medicine. I actually have a lot of aspirin. Mix medicine, the healing broth drink, sugar was a limiter. I don't have a lot of sugar. Oh, my crotch is cold. I got a frozen crotch. Okay, we better speed up. Okay, well, I wish I had my blanket. Where's my blanket? I've got frozen crotch. The sky is cloudy. Oh yes, and we can make it rain. We can make it rain, bitches. Oh yeah. Okay, that sounded awkward. That's definitely not. That's a bit. Clearly, that's a bit out of character for me. But I can use a scalar alto generator to make it rain, and I don't know why I want to do that, but I can. That is an option, and I think that will be advantageous at some point. It's something to remember. It's something to remember. So, anyways, I believe, once again, the reason I'm thinking about that is I was told that Scotty was doing some weather experiments, and they talked about him doing weather experiments involving the lighthouse, and then Scotty told me, do not go into the lighthouse. So, Scotty has some sort of a secret to hide in the lighthouse, and I was told also that people that go into the lighthouse never come back. But that could have just been a threat to keep people out of the lighthouse. Or it could be true, so I'm a little bit concerned. And I'm also very cold. Hello, let's go talk to Scotty again. Let's crash Scotty's pad real quick. Knock knock, Scotty. I'm gonna go into the lighthouse unless you tell me why I shouldn't. Hey there, Mrs. Scotty. My crotch is freezing. So you mind if I just hang out? The other day, a little bunny rabbit attacked me. I asked about odd animal behavior. A bunny rabbit attacked me. It was the craziest thing I ever saw a bunny do. Well, I mean, besides on the internet and Bugs Bunny cartoons, but, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Okay, well, maybe, were you wearing a carrot costume? Once again, evidence that the animals on the island are aggressive. The government personnel have been experimenting, or doing something to the animals, and now even rabbits will attack people like Mrs. Scotty. Whoops. I hurt myself by bumping into a wall twice. I was thinking, my speed meter is nearly full. Can I reduce that by pressing the cursor keys? But the cursor keys are the things you use to move indoors, and so I just had Dr. Hypnosis bump into the wall twice, and I hurt myself both times. You don't always hurt yourself when you bump into a wall, but I did. Anyways, let's rest, take a nap, rest our crotch, let events pass forward, get our legs healed up, because I'm not made of healing broth drink, and I believe letting events pass will actually be a positive thing at this point in time. I know I'm hungry. I'm just going to stay the night here and I'll feed myself in the morning. I'm just going to get more hungry and I'm not going to starve, I don't think, in just one night. We'll have breakfast in the morning. Is that still Mrs. Scotty? Okay, good. I'm a little bit worried about, I'm more intimidated by Scotty than Mrs. Scotty. But really, they're both intimidating people. But I ultimately believe they're good people. But I don't fully trust them. There's something going on there. So yum tasty food. Should I just go ahead and eat both jerky? That'll lighten me up. She is quite dangerous when crossed. That's right. She gives the impression. So maybe I should be intimidated by Mrs. Scotty as well. Let's not cross her. I won't cross you. Okay, I'm gonna fill a bunch of bottles with water and then drink from the water thingy. And I'm all watered up, and let's go to the lighthouse. This game is one of those games where I'm not sure if I should be letting time progress a lot or if I shouldn't. Because things seem to get worse as time goes on, but maybe more answers and events will be revealed as time goes on. Hello, Dice and Laura Yearwood. Nice of you to suddenly appear. And there's Scotty. Hey, Scotty, have I asked you all the questions? Nothing else useful to tell me. Yeah, you even talked about odd animal behavior. Well, I'm going to the lighthouse. I wish I could talk to you about the lighthouse, but you won't tell me. That's how this game works. You only tell me the answers to the questions I can ask automatically that are available, even no matter how much I learn. Which is a bit awkward, but that's fine. I will get the answers eventually anyways, on my own. Okay. I realize that one of the people I never asked questions, or I never got the answers from, is one of the farmers in the town, I believe, right? So I might want to talk to everyone in the town, make sure I've gotten answers. But it was early in the game, and I was a little intimidated by him. Knock, knock. Anyone in the lighthouse? Anyone home? Okay, so Scotty isn't home, and the lighthouse keeper isn't home, and the monster of the lighthouse isn't home. So let's pick a lock. The lock snaps open on the first try. I think our character is getting a little bit better at lock picking. Okay. Yeah, a flight of spiraling iron stairs, or iron stairs spiraling upward inside the lighthouse, is to the north. A magneto! Neato! That is a neato thing, I believe. You read the magneto. There is nothing written on the magneto. Why are you reading a thing that's... Oh, interesting. It's a power generator. I mean, a magneto is a typical part of a lot of electronics for doing that exact thing. But this is a hand crank magneto. That's apparently... Can I recharge my electronics using this baby? Did I just get an infinite battery source? Because that would be freaking awesome. I'm not sure if I can recharge things using said magneto, but we'll try that in a moment. The thing is, I haven't tested any of the electronics I have, and I'm not sure if I want to, but I am more tempted to do so now that I've got this magneto. When I do try my electronics, I'll try the magneto to see if I can recharge them. So that seems pretty cool. That has a lot of potential. Anyways, so I'm already glad that I came here. I got a neat, nifty electronic. Let's light our candle, and let's ascend for... Well, I'm expecting I need my candle. Actually, I'm not quite sure, but... the stairs end here, and a ladder on the north wall goes up and ends at a heavy wooden trapdoor in the ceiling. The downward stairs are to the south. Okay. So, can I can't go through, obviously. The door is locked. That's why it's red. Can I pick the lock? The door is completely lockpick proof. Okay, then. And also, I forgot to turn off my candle when I lockpicked. I wasted a little bit of that, but let's turn the light off. Yes, it is, in fact, dark. Well, if it's completely lockpick proof, either there's some sort of hidden lever, and I don't think that is the case in this game, or... maybe I can take my last remaining bomb and try to blow the door open. Let's do it! Light and drop. The bomb will explode in 12 seconds. Was that the same amount of time as last time? Let's get out of the way. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2... Okay, that was a bit earlier. Oh, hello, Scotty. Not setting off bombs in the lighthouse or anything like that. No big deal. That was just, I farted. I was really loud. I mean, it was the ocean. Okay, I'm a little bit worried that Scotty told me not to go in the lighthouse. And now he's here with me at the lighthouse after I just blew the thing open. Don't mind me, just gonna pick the lock. Just so that I picked the lock on the lighthouse he told me not to go into after I set a bomb in there. You are cool, aren't you, Scotty? We are friends, right? I think we're friends. Okay, last time I got this open on the first try, but I'm having a bit of a problem this time. I am cold. I am taking a really... There we go. Okay, I seem to have forgotten how to... Hey, everybody. What do you mean the door's locked? Scotty, did you just relock the door on me? Knock, knock. Is anyone relocking the door on me? No one seems to be home. I thought I just heard the lock picking noise. Okay, the lock snaps open. There we go. Okay. I think somebody was playing the silly buggers with me. Playing the lock games. Hello, Scotty. Okay, everyone disappeared. Everyone reappeared. Any other things you can tell me about odd animals there? Our dog has been afraid to bark. Come to think of it, all the dogs are afraid to bark. At least, when they do bark, it's very softly. They act like something is wrong. I know who would know. Ask John Willits. He lives in the woods. John is John is odd. I almost said old. John is odd, but he's very good with animals. Yes, I did talk with him, and he did tell me a lot of things, and I do trust him. He seems to be trustworthy and good with animals, and he told me that the government is doing very bad things with them. What about you, Dice? Like I told you, the animals on the northern part of the island are acting really odd. They will attack you just for looking at them. What I think is behind all this is those 3 strangers that moved into the house on the northeast corner of the island. When they walk by, animals go bananas. Stephen Vella's dog got so shaken, it puked. Well, you are completely right, I believe. I believe I've been given every indication that is 100% the case, and also that you are willing to tell me that makes me trust you a lot more. That's the thing I can glean from that is that Dice, I think Dice and Scotty and Bob are trustworthy, but I'm very intimidated about going into this tower that he told me not to, right in front of his face. Okay, so, well, let's see. Hey, it's unlocked. All right, it's unlocked. Let's go inside. I got my rifle ready. Whoops, okay, press the right direction. The ladder here is covered with a hideous green slime. Hideous green slim, but I believe it's supposed to be slime. The chamber reeks with the stench of decayed flesh. Okay, getting intimidated. This is the lighthouse lamp room. You have a very good view of the sea from here. The light oil burning lamp and its reflector sits in the center of the room. A very large electric generator is connected to a reflector unit. Is that it? Okay. Well, that again, I was getting all tense for nothing apparently. But so there's a reflector unit and a very large electric generator. I mean, it's a very large electric generator, but what about the slime and the rots? I was all intimidated. What's killing people? I think there's something killing people. Okay, so I think there's something more. There's something more here that I'm missing. It seems, I don't know. Nothing of any use here. Lamp room, good view of the sea from here. I think there's something more to this place than meets the eye. But I don't know what it is or what I can do here. If there's something I can do here, I don't know what it is. Oh, what if I use the magneto here? Will that do something? That could be. Or I could use a battery. No, that wouldn't work. But can I just hook up the magneto? Is that what the magneto's for? Magneto. Use. I can just turn the crank. I can't, like, use it on something? Magneto. If I want to use it on a piece of electronics, how would I do that? For example. I don't know. Let's take the sonic shotgun, for example. If I draw it and name it, it does have a recharge function. If I click that, it says the sonic shotgun is already completely charged. Okay, so I wasn't sure if it would give me some sort of option, what do you want to recharge it with? But it needs to be discharged first. And I don't feel like shooting anyone in the room just at the moment. Maybe later. Okay, well, I guess there's nothing for me to do here. But I did get all tense for nothing. So that feels good. And I blew something up, so. Anyways, you know, I did something. Scotty didn't decide to kill me. That's cool. Not yet. I think we're cool. It's just the government that I have a problem with in the mafia. So I guess the next order of business would be to go south. Let's look at our map. Go south. Go back to my house. Make 1 or 2 new bombs, if I can manage to do that. As I think I had some sugar back at the house, and then I can combine that and make a bomb. And I think I need the sugar for bombs as well. So bags of sugar actually turn out to be a valuable resource. Yeah, nitrex explosive, acid, sugar, saltpeter, iodine. So sugar is either bomb or medicine. Or Pentex, acid, wine, bleach. There's the wine and sugar again. That's Pentex. Okay, so acid. Can we make acid? I ask myself as I run along to my home. Who's that I'm seeing? Oh, did I get all the information I can out of you? Let's ask you a question. Oh, that's Vicky Vella. Hey, Vicky Vella. You're Stephen Vella's wife? Wow, he seems to be doing pretty well for himself. I guess it's the money. Or, yeah, either it's the fame or the money. Well, anyways, we'll get answers out of Stephen Vella's wife later when we're more comfortable. Maybe I'll have to spend some time at Stephen Vella's house once again. But also there was a farmhouse. I clearly didn't get all the answers I can from everyone in town, so I'm going to go back to town, get some answers, and make some explosives. Knock knock, anyone home? No? The post office is locked. There's a bush pig following me. How dare you, bush pig? Don't you think about it. Don't you bite me. I do have a lot of 30-06 rounds, and it does take a long time to reload them. I'm very tempted to just put this pig out of its misery. No, that's not necessary. Let's go. Okay. There would be one less bush pig around. Sheriff Booth's office. So my house was over here. There we go. Alright. The house given to me by the Faunus Foundation. Home sweet home. Alright, so I left my top hat here. I left a bunch of ammo here and my saltpeter and bottles of iodine. I'm going to grab... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take all my explosive making equipment and I'm going to take it into an explosive making room. That way I can sort it out from a lot of this other stuff. Anyways, yeah, I've made all my acids. Now let's make... I need more saltpeter to make the nitrix explosive. Or nitrex. I need saltpeter to make the nitrex now that I've made some acid. And then the pentex with the sugar and the wine. Okay, so let's go ahead and make... Alright, so I've got 3 bottles of the pentex. Or wait, what is that? Yeah, the pentex, sorry. Alright, I've got 3 bottles of pentex. We'll make some more. How much old wine did I carry with me? 6. Right. And how much sugar did I have? 7. Okay. So we're going to have a good amount of explosive after this. There's Vicky Vella again. While I'm collecting up more explosive supplies. Excuse me while I collect up some, excuse me, bush pig. I'm trying to talk to Vicky Vella here. Ow, okay, I didn't kill the bush pig. And I've scared off Vicky Vella again. Bush pig. Stop it. Maybe I should use my revolver. Okay, die, bush pig. I've had enough of your nonsense. Okay. Reload. Okay, don't mind me, Vicky Vella. Just loading my gun. How you doing? You've got better things to do with your time. Like what? Walk around? I apologize. Listen, I'm super cool. I know the ladies like super cool people. There's something I want to ask you. Now listen, there's a lot of things I can't tell you. But there's a lot of things you can tell me. Maybe fast talk? Oh, how do you do? Alright, I have broken through her icy demeanor. Have you seen anything strange, Vicky Vella? Some strange lights in the sky on July 13th and heard horrible screams north of here on July 20th. And there's an elk nearby that might attack me. There was a fire or something. Or, do you know anything about the Black's farm? There was a fire or something, right? Okay, she doesn't know much, obviously. Strange people? Well, Stephen says there are fishmen people walking about sucking people's blood. Well, he's not completely wrong. I don't know about the blood-sucking parts, but the fishman beast description would be relatively accurate. Okay, see ya, Vicky Vella. I'll see you next time. Alright, so, picking up more bird dung. Maybe she was scared off by the fact that I was shooting wild animals while picking up bird dung. What? You know, what about a guy collecting bird dung and shooting wild animals while loading a gun during a conversation? What about any of that imagery would make someone feel unwelcome, I ask you? Really. I'm gonna butcher this dead animal. What, butcher a building? That's nuts! No. I'm trying to butcher the... Oh. Okay. Well, that's funny. I'm surprised it didn't hurt my mental meter by doing that. But you're building, you're nuts! Mental drop. Clearly, you've got mental problems. I'm gonna butcher the building. You'll see. Is that Vicky Vell again? And the elk. Don't make me shoot you, elk. Hello again, Vicky. Any odd landmarks? My husband told me that the house Bob lives in was once a hotel, that the groundskeeper once went mad one winter and killed his whole family, and that was the year Rock Island had its heaviest snowfall ever. He says the house is haunted by a horrible slimy monster in the basement. So that the housekeeper is Jack Nicklaus from The Shining? I hear death screams of some hapless beast. Oh, it must be, that must be a precognition of what's about to happen to you, elk, because I'm not going to get mauled by an elk. No, sir. Not while I'm collecting things. Okay, prepare to die, elk. I'm just going to reload my 30-06, because I've got a lot of 30-06 rounds. If you're just going to sit there, you're going to die. If you get close, you're going to die. If you run away, you might live. If you run away, you might live. I'm just saying. I don't want to waste shots. These 30-06 rounds are still valuable, but I'm tired of dealing with these enemies. 84, yep, a dead elk, which is no doubt going to be butchered for a lot of meats. 10 pounds of meats. I'm just going to drop that right in the house. I'm going to cook that up in the kitchen and leave that in the house for the future. Don't necessarily need it, but when it's right here, you know, I don't want to get overloaded, but when it's right here, right outside, I mean, I'm going to take that stuff. Yes. Okay, so we have 3 lovely new bombs to play with. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I have them available, and that'll be good. I just want to drop those fuses and detonators, because I don't want them weighing me down. I'm not sure if I should be holding on to that triotic drug, but since I have no idea what it does, and it might prove useful, and I don't think it's that heavy, I will take it. But I've got my weight down to the 400 level, which is still pretty freaking high, but I think that's at least on the border of acceptability, maybe, possibly, I guess. I seem to be doing all right. I've got a lot of medical gear. I'm gonna have to be quick with my hands to activate some of this stuff. I always have this violet ray machine, which restores health, relieves pain, and gives strength. But I think it makes you sick. So using it, I think you need some sort of medicine to heal yourself from the sickness. Otherwise, you'll be debilitated afterwards, which is not good. But I can use that in an emergency as well, and I might be able to recharge it using the Magneto. I don't know. So anyways, I'm gonna do just a bit more before one takes a break. I'm gonna talk to her. I feel like we made a good amount of progress today. Hello there, Dice. Any strange dreams you've had? I've been living terrible nightmares about a grotesque black monster that lives in a cave on this island and wants to kill us all. It lives in some covered pit. It keeps calling to me. In the nightmare, there is a man in a leather jacket that opens the pit and unleashes the monster. Well, I guess most investigators have a leather jacket, so that could be me, actually. Or it could have been the previous person who did it. Any odd animal behavior, like in the past. I think there was one person who did it in the past. Bob's, like, grandfather or something. Any odd animals? No, the animals are all right. They just make a bunch of noise at night is all. It seems that she's kind of a homebody, which kind of makes sense. So even though she's out right now, it appears. So she doesn't get out a lot. She doesn't see a lot. So there's a lot that gets by her. So I'm not too surprised there. But now there was I thought there was like was it the Rogar's farm? Oops, I bumped into a wall twice and hurt myself twice. God dang it. I hurt myself 3 times. I was tapping the buttons to turn when I entered the house, and that translates into bumping the wall. And after that, I was just panicking. I'm gonna rest a little bit and just, nurse my bruises for a second. All right, thanks, Stephen Vella. Now, where was the farmer's house? I know it was somewhere around here. I feel like I'm really close to solving the mystery in this game, but I don't know what to do next. I'm so close, but I'm so far away. even with my advanced knowledge from the life of the Ninja Columbo. Plus, I can't seem to remember everything from that life. I might have to watch that footage again. The island's only store, but yeah, I'm just going with what I can remember from that playthrough, not excessively going over things. Anyways, let's find that farm. Yeah, I think it was the southern end. It was to the southern end. Here we are. All right. The Rogar farm. This is the one. Hello, Mr. Rogar. Oh no, we have... Oh, was there another farm? There's probably a couple farms. But I can ask you a few new questions. Any strange dreams? I had a dream about a tree that could walk. It was a great big black oak tree. The funny thing was, it didn't have any leaves. It spoke to me. It said, "Let my Piper go." I turned and tried to run, but 3 men in black clothes in the shadows started shooting at me. I don't remember what happened next. Well, it sounds like you're lucky to be alive. For multiple reasons. So, yeah, you saw the great black goat of the woods and the government people having a conflict. I guess he just didn't get shot. All the animals are acting strange. Okay, yes, I would agree. Okay. Wait, what was that message there? Oh, yeah, the largest sweater collection this side of the Mississippi. Okay. A dead cat floats in the aquarium. I forgot about that. What is with that? Maybe, hey lady, can you clean your aquarium? I had a dream that I was falling and falling all the time, slowing down until I landed in a clearing in the forest, very gently. Okay. Maybe you were abducted. Any odd behavior? The dog seems to be afraid of something out in the woods. He even bit me. Why do you think a dog would bite me like that? Well, you don't seem to be the greatest caretaker of animals. I mean, you got a dead cat in your aquarium, lady. I'm sorry, but I can't let that one go. Clean your aquarium. What's the deal? Have you seen any odd animals? Like the dead cat in your aquarium? I think that's pretty odd. Maybe that's an odd animal you want to talk about, eh? Can you explain that one to me, lady? And I already got all the information I can out of you. As time passes on, you're allowed to ask more and more questions of people. So the people I have killed, I'm not going to be able to ask future questions, because I think 1 or 2 more questions get revealed as time goes on. In fact, I've only survived a certain amount of time in this game, so who knows how many questions are revealed that you can ask as time passes on. But I think one of the things that I'm allowed to ask about later is the strange weather, because I think the weather gets a little bit strange. In fact, I remember from Ninja Columbo's life that the sky got red and there was a lot of like thunder and storms or something like that. It wasn't good. Things got bad, and then there was no more corn on the island. There was no more corn on the island. The sky was red and there was no corn. Okay, so yeah, here's my house with the dead animals. We know that's my handiwork. But wasn't there one more farm? I swear that there's somebody I didn't get answers from. Besides the Rogar. Am I mistaken about that? So I'm just kind of waltzing around town for now. Landmark. The Bradshaw. It's the Bradshaw farmhouse. I don't think I ever got the Bradshaws to talk to me because I was intimidated by the Bradshaw. I mean, look at him. He looks intimidating. This guy looks angry. He doesn't look very happy. Hank Bradshaw is a cold, hard man. He thinks he is some kind of cowboy or something. He doesn't like strangers. That says it all, see? I mean, I was every right to be intimidated. I'm going to be super cool. Get lost, you idiot. You are very, very thirsty. Excuse me, I'm just going to drink from the sink here. Just going to drink from the sink real quick. Don't mind me. Okay. I drunk an excessive amount of water. I'm just a friendly sink drinker. Here to ask some questions. Being real friendly like. Okay. Maybe being apologetic. This guy is a cowboy, so, you know, I think he might respect a person who placates his ego. Are you alright? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Get lost, you idiot. I don't want to talk to you. I'm a cowboy, yeah. Whatever. Fast talk? No, I don't think a fast talking city slicker is the type. Super cool, maybe? Well, I'm a bit afraid of getting nasty with him. Either getting nasty could either A, work, because he'll respect me. It is a cowboy thing to do. In a lot of cowboy movies, it's like they punch each other, and then they're friends. How often have you been friends with somebody you've punched? Not usually. I stay enemies with somebody I punched, but, cowboy films. So maybe, just maybe, getting nasty will work. Or maybe it'll get him to shoot me. One of the two. That's the thing I'm afraid of, that I get nasty with him and he just shoots me. And I'm not a fan of being shot. I don't know about you. But if you don't crack, respect the nose. You see the nose? I have a nose. Fine, you know what? I'm gonna get nasty if you don't respond to the nose. Respond to the nose. Fine, I'm gonna get nasty. I'll slap you so hard, you're gonna be walking funny. Okay, that's kind of nasty. And he respects me suddenly. Okay. Intimidation works. I have an intimidating nose and a rifle. Anything strange? If you're looking for something strange to go on over to Ben Williams' farm and ask him about his cows. There's someone is killing them and just taking their entrails and leaving them to rot. Yeah, that's pretty strange, but I know about that. That's the aliens. Black farm being destroyed. I saw Fred the last day or so before his house burnt. I think he was headed out to see Ben Williams about something. Maybe the strange death of his cows had something to do with it. Strange people? Ben hasn't been himself after those strange men in black suits started bothering him right after his cow started dying. Those men in black suits are up to no good. That is for sure. Well, there's two less of them now. There's just one of them left, I think. If there was three, I've killed two. One to go. Any odd things? There are several caves on the island. The Bat Cave, Alfred, for example. The Sea Cave, the Swamp Cave, and the Salt Cave. The Sea and Salt Caves are near the ocean. I was in the Bat Cave one time, but I didn't have a very good light. I did find some strange writing on the cave wall. I think it was Indian paintings. Okay, well there's a lead. Maybe we can learn something from the Indian paintings that will help us defeat the ancient evil, because I swear previously one of that Ninja Columbo tried to read the scroll from up top the tower, and it did not work out. I just released the Elder Demon, and I couldn't put him back in. See, and I don't even know why. I don't know why you would want to release the demon and then put him back in. But, yeah, that's the thing. There's got to be a reason. There's got to be a reason I released the demon. Then there's got to be something that happens with the demon, and then I put the demon back. There's got to be I got to have a reason to release the demon. But I think that is part of the game. I just don't know why. Strange dreams? I had a dream that I was walking through the woods at night and came upon a clearing surrounded by rocks. A bright white light was shining down from the sky. At the tops of the trees was a circle of owls. 13 of them, and they were all flying in a perfect circle at the very edge of the light. I just stood there unable to move, just watching. So again, the circle of rocks and owls, which we know are children of the Black God of the Woods, so they're messed up. Any odd animals? Like I said before, Ben's dead cows are the strangest thing going on that I know of. And I would be inclined to agree. I bumped into a wall. I didn't know I could do that with a mouse, but apparently you can. Okay, so I've learned everything I can from this dude. Maybe I'll try the Bat Cave. Did they say the Bat Cave was at the center of the island? This map does not have details like that other map I was looking at before had. So, I'm not sure how... I don't have that other map available at the moment, because I don't have the file set up, or, I don't want to click off and potentially ruin the recording to click off and look at that file, but... Anyways, I have this map. I didn't think I needed that map anymore because I've got this map, but I don't know exactly. They said around the center of the island, so I'm going to try the woods in the center of the island, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find the Bat Cave reliably. If I cannot find the Bat Cave very easily, then I will try again next time. So this is Dice's house. That's Dice's house. Clearly. Okay. What's this? A very odd old, or very odd oak tree, and quite old, I'm sure. It's the only one of its kind on the island. Maybe the only one of its type on the island. Maybe the only one of its kind in the world. Could this be the black goat of the woods? Do I want to mess with this thing? This thing is kind of weird. And it's near Dice's house. Did I mess with this before? Hello, bush pig. Bang. Dead bush pig. Large gaping hole in the targets. Gaping, gapping. Well, it is still daytime. This isn't the tree that I was supposed to dig near, but, you know, digging near landmarks. I dug a hole. Okay, I wasn't sure. You know, I'm afraid of angering things, so. But, yeah, okay, I dug a hole. I wasted some time. I don't know what else I can do with landmarks other than dig holes at them, so. You know, there's always that Indian burial ground. Ow! Oh, shit! It's, who is it? It's Frank. It's Frank. Wait, was it Scotty shooting me? No, Scotty's not shooting me. Frank is shooting me. Damn it, Frank. Damn it, Frank. Ow! Die, Frank. I missed. Ow. Just run. Ow, I'm all yellow. Frank, the last of the government agents, is tracking me down. Okay, the government has struck. Yeesh, he can come out of nowhere. Okay, that's kind of scary. Okay, now is not the time for the violet ray machine, though. I don't want to. I'm going to use healing broth. My paper doll is all yellow. Okay, feeling a bit better. Drink one more. Okay, well, actually, that just healed my life. That didn't heal my paper doll. I thought healing broth drink was supposed to heal your paper doll, wasn't it? Or was that a different medicine that healed your paper? Ow! Who's shooting me? It's Frank again. I was gonna say, who's shooting at me now? I can't target you. That's the Naomi. I couldn't see Frank. I couldn't even see Frank. Ow. Owie. Okay. I either need to find the Batcave or I need to find some sort of shelter. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna head for the hills. So I've got I think the Stomatic and the Guinness Noxure drug, or they have to deal with sickness. But the healing broth, well, yeah, my paper doll is actually black in some spots, so I think the healing broth was actually helping my paper doll. It just wasn't immediate. Okay, maybe it's not immediate. It's like a regeneration sort of thing, or I don't know. I don't want to be wasteful, but I don't want to die. That's the thing. Okay, well, that was a bit of a surprise. Maybe the government is trying to keep me away from the Batcave, or maybe the government guy just happened to be there. I don't know. I don't know if I should go for shelter. Who are you? That's Naomi, okay. Are you shooting at me, or are you just being... Are you attacking me? That was a gun symbol. Was the game giving me a false positive there, or are you... Do I need to kill you? Because I don't want to kill anyone. I'm just going to run away. I don't want to kill anyone that I don't have to kill. The wolf icon just looks fearsome. That thing just looks fearsome. And then wolves are pretty fearsome. But not as bad as a government agent with a gun. For now. And I am on the run. I am not trusting anyone anymore. And I want to find the Batcave. I don't even know if I can trust that dog. I've got some sort of hair floating on my nose. Okay, that's better. Cat hairs. I've got cat hairs in my room because my cat's been rolling around and I need to vacuum clean. Anyways. Alright, well, I think I kind of passed... My head's feeling better. I kind of passed the center of the island. Who are you? Hello, Scotty. Okay. Scotty's my friend. Me and Scotty are cool, for now. I still don't trust anyone, though. And I don't like the idea of tons of friends, tons of people, tons of friends showing up. Quote unquote. Hello, dog, suddenly showing up. I'm just gonna... A fair-sized wound. I didn't see his life meter change, but it said a fair-sized wound. That wolf got the heck out of there after I shot it, so that's cool. I'm not gonna take any chances. Okay, anyways, looking at the map again. I had missed the center of the island, I feel like. The center of the island. Well, it's somewhere around here. Didn't they say the Batcave at the center of the island? Or did I hear that for something else? Did I misinterpret that? That wolf still has a shitload of health. It said a fair-sized wound. That thing just hardly even got scratched. I'm starting to think that wolf might be a supernatural creature. Who knows? It's like the T-1000. Ah, crap! Crap, it's Frank. It's Frank. Speaking of, you're dead. You're dead, Frank. Frank is dead. Okay, is that the last of the government agents? Is that number 3? Or is that just 2? Or did one of them come back? I feel like I shot Frank before, but now I'm getting confused. I think we just killed all 3 government people, and I'm getting one confused for the other. I think all 3 government people kind of looked alike in many ways, so maybe I think I got one confused with the other. I think we're safe as far as government personnel is concerned. Another 32 caliber revolver. I think we already got one of them. Yes, we do. So I can drop that because I don't want to be excessively weighed down. I could have tried to shoot. That was the only one I had. What do you mean that was the only one I had? No, I still have this one in my inventory. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it counts these because they're loaded. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it shows them in my inventory because I have them loaded. And so it doesn't let me see them. Because I was getting kind of confused earlier because I wasn't seeing them in my inventory except for the extra ones. I had some extra 30-06 rifles and some extra unloaded guns. Anyways. Well, that was intense. I'm feeling kind of cold. I don't know where the Bat Cave is, and I'm having trouble finding it. I thought it'd be easy to find, but apparently not. And I don't know what to do next. I could go underneath the island and unleash an unspeakable evil. That is always an option available to me. I say nonchalantly. But I don't think I want to do that just yet. I think I want to understand why I'm unleashing an unspeakable evil on the planet just before I do it. So I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm feeling quite injured. The pain in my body is getting worse. I don't want to use the other medicine, but I can make tons of Rekbakik elixir, so I'm going to use the Rekbakik, because I've got infinite of that. Well, nearly infinite. A ton. I've got a lifetime supply of that stuff, I believe. So it's really salty. Got my life meter back up. So that means I'll be able to take more bullets before I croak. But my paper doll is going to be screwed up, so I'm not going to be able to shoot people or get away very easily in my current condition. I want to find a place to rest. That is truly what I want to do. Yeah. That is the dog. I'm not finding the place. Okay. Yeah, let's make this happen. Okay. I'm just going to go north through the forest one more time, looking for the cave. But if I don't find the cave, then I'm going to just find some place to rest and call things off for now. Because I feel like we've made quite a bit of progress. My score is getting close to surpassing the Ninja Columbo. I'm getting close to making more progress than he did. I'm eager in that. I'm eager for that to happen. The pain... Right, and Ninja Columbo did release the Ancient Evil. And when I released... One thing I can tell you is that when I released the Ancient Evil from the... that's being kept underground, you do gain score once again. So, the being given score for an action is a positive reinforcement, I would say, for that action. But I don't know why I'm doing it. And it does make conditions on the island worse, and makes things more dangerous, so I don't think I should release the Ancient Evil just yet, until I know why I'm doing and what I'm going to do with it. But I believe I'm going to have to use an ancient monster, an Ancient Evil, to complete my quest, which is pretty intense. It's pretty intense stuff, I gotta say. Alright, so yeah, we're going to get some rest, and I'm going to look up that map for next time. I'm glad to get back into this game. Honestly speaking, I was feeling a little bit intimidated by this game, that I would screw something up, do something wrong, or just forget about what I was doing, and make a major mistake. But I seem to be doing okay, at least for now. I don't think I've screwed anything up in a permanent way just yet. And I'm learning more about the mystery of the island. I look forward to completing this game in the future. I just wonder what to do next. I'll figure it out though. But I'm quite happy. In fact, yes, I'm quite pleased at my progress today because I killed most of my enemies on the island. The main threats I have to deal with now are the Mafia, as far as human threats are concerned. Anyways, going back to my house at the Faunus Foundation, I'm gonna rest myself up. Ooh, I've been forgetting to feed and drink. Feed myself and drink. That's quite concerning. Probably the closest I've ever come to actually starving or dehydrating myself. Okay, jerky, ingest that. And what else? Candy, candy, candy. Okay, very good. Rest myself up. I'm gonna sleep the night, get my health back for next time, because I know that... Help! My husband has disappeared, says Mrs. Scotty. Okay. Well, that definitely changed things. Well, I'll certainly do something about that in the morning. It seems that events are progressing along. All right, well, we've been given something to do. I was uncertain what to do next, but we're gonna have to try to find Scotty. So, thank you very much for watching this episode of... I almost said something different. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Defender of Boston, the Rock Island Mystery. I will see you again next time, my mystery-solving explorers and adventurers. Good night, and stay safe out there.